The honourable member for Caribou Prince George.
Madam Speaker, yesterday the Bloc and NDP shamefully voted to save the Prime Minister from a carbon tax election. Instead, they voted in favour of a 23% tax hike on Canadians just 10 days from now. That's no April Fool's. And let's be clear, that vote wasn't about saving the environment, it was about saving their pension. After 8 years of this Liberal NDP government, Canadians are struggling more than ever. More Canadians at food banks, more mental health crisis. Will the Prime Minister stop ignoring 70% of Canadians and 7 out of 10 premiers and axe his tax?
That's right.
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Innovation, Science and Industry.
Well, Madam Speaker, I wish we could put a price on the methane coming out of the Conservative Party these days. Let's talk about hypocrisy. While our government is working hard to implement real solutions on the affordability challenges, Conservatives oppose and obstruct every step of the way. The Leader of the Opposition, we find out, is being advised by Jenny Byrne, who also lobbies for Loblaws, and the day after he won his leadership campaign, with her help, she set up a shell company to start lobbying for him. And what we learn now is that Jenny Byrne's senior VP...
The honourable member for Edmonton Manning.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. On the second anniversary of this NDP Liberal love affair, this nonsense government chooses to vote 23% hike on carbon tax, making the cost of gas, groceries and home heating even more expensive. This will cost the average Albertans an extra $911 per year. This Prime Minister is not worth the cost. Why is he still ignoring the 70% of Canadians and the 7 premiers who want to spike the hike and axe the tax?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
So not only is Jenny Byrne lobbying for Loblaws and advising the Leader of the Opposition, she attends Conservative Party caucus meetings every week, and she set up a shell company to lobby, and her senior VP is lobbying the very office that she advises. Now, if that's not double dipping, I'm not sure what is. I don't think, and I think all Canadians deserve some answers here, but let's stop the pretending. Whose corner are the Conservatives actually in?
Good question.
The honourable member for Souris Moose Mountain.
Well, maybe someone will try and answer a question for a change. Madam Speaker, seeding is fast approaching. Farmers are busy preparing equipment, seeders and trucks, purchasing fuel, fertilizer, seed, arranging families, workers and their financing, and their situation has never been more desperate. The carbon tax has escalated their fears, and now with a 23% increase as of April 1st, it has only made their stress greater. With his inflationary spending, this Prime Minister and his NDP Liberal government is not worth the cost. Will this government spike the hike and axe the tax?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Agriculture.
And I want to thank the Honourable Member for the question. The only party stalling 234 is their party. They keep putting up speakers. But speaking of farmers, farmers need to rely on business risk management programs. We're the only party who've increased business risk management programs and their budgets by 25%, while the other side cut their budgets.
The honourable for Peace River Westland.
Speaker, after 8 years, we know that this Liberal NDP government is just not worth the cost. And now on April 1st, the carbon tax is going up by 23%. We know that the Liberal NDP carbon tax scam only makes Canadians poorer. Yeah. We also know that if you tax the farmer who grows the food and tax the truck driver who brings the food to the store and you tax the store that sells the food, Canadians can't afford food. When will the Liberal government see the facts and axe the tax?
The Honourable Minister.
When will this Member of Parliament and the climate dinosaurs on that side of the House wake up to the fact that the planet is burning? He is from Northern Alberta. He knows what impact the forest fires in McMurray had. He knows the impact of floods in Calgary. Madam Speaker, Canada Carbon Rebate is responsible for reducing our emissions by 25%. Albertans in his area get more money than other Albertans because of the rural top-up. What they are trying to peddle to Albertans is shameful. 13% gas tax hike from the Premier, and they're on us. What a shame.